Okay, part 2 of this episode. So the Chinese Tao. So here's my son, Johan. Que momento, querido, momento, meu filho. Hã? Nossa, o que aconteceu? É uma ferida ou é só tinta?
Bati na parede. Escorreguei na pedra e bati na parede.
Cuidado. Okay, so my son is showing me a little bit of a scrape that he's got there on his back. And so, what is religion, right? I mean, this is really an important point that is interesting in looking at Harris and Hedges from 2007, which Hedges Harris it does at least have his side in which he has practiced and seems to practice some meditation, which then has this empirical basis, right? I mean, introspectively myself, I also appreciate meditation, and meditation has been studied how? Brain scans identifying its specific, some kinds of specific patterns in terms of what parts of the brain are at work and so on. The psychological studies, which are not actually scientific, right? Those are actually now in the social studies disciplines, which requires understanding the shift that is involved in dealing with humans as human cultural social issues. We are beginning with Giambattista Vico back a little bit after Descartes, and Vico already was dealing with Cartesian geometric rationalists and mechanicists applying their thoughts, trying to apply their thoughts to human behavior. And he was already, as a lawyer, I believe, and social thinker and philosopher, Vico was already starting to provide an analysis that he uses terms like, well, there are arts in human thinking and human behavior involves all kinds of complicated issues, and people using these Cartesian, mechanicist, rationalist, simplistic, naturalist approaches of Cartesian type, they become simplistic. They become simplistic and platitudes, reduced to platitudes. It's reductionistic in a way that misses very important truths and aspects. Now, that was fast forward. We have to move forward in time. The complexities of responding to that. It's become clear as we look at the intellectual history of science and the moral philosophy, the development of natural philosophy and the development of moral philosophy, and along with the religious philosophy, the philosophy of religion, also associated with that. Thomas of Aquinas had a nice system laid out. He identified natural law, human law, and then eternal and divine law to capture both the philosophy of religion issues and I guess he sort of separated out the scriptural law issues in calling that, I think it was, he referred to that as divine law as opposed to eternal law. So then we have some 200, 300 years later, we have Descartes' own kinds of, he's recognized for his analytic geometry with the variables that he innovated along with Pierre Fermat, the X, Y, ABC y equals mx plus b type variables for variable notation in doing algebra, and for the mechanicism that he began to formulate along the lines of Francis Bacon, right? I mean, we hear these names, and the question becomes, well, okay, what exactly did they contribute? Did Descartes do experiments? What? So right, we have. It's really important ultimately to at least have some familiarity with some of the issues involved, right? Galileo